Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. My name is Blessing, and in this channel I post a pattern drafting and a sewing tutorial. If this sounds like what you want to learn, please, if you have not subscribed, kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any video from this channel. So guys, in today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make a welt pocket. Guys, this is how it looks like. If this sounds like what you want to learn, definitely keep on watching and let's go into today's tutorial. So guys, this is the material I will be using for this project or for this tutorial. You can see that this is the main fabric I will be putting my welt pocket on. As you can see that I have already marked the space I will insert my pocket to. So by this chalk here, this is the actual length or the width that I can easily place my hand on easily place my hand in, and this is about 5 inches by the width. Like this, you can see that is 5 inches by the width. So for the length of this pocket, I go in by 1 inches. Okay, just the way you see me cross checking, you can see that is 1 inches there. So now for this other line at the center here is where I will slit later, and I divide it into two, meaning is half an inch on both sides. Like I divided the 1 inches into two, like so, to look for the midpoint, just the way you see me doing on this video. So that is 0.5 inches on both sides. So I decided to roll it up, and I also do the same thing to the pocket. This is the fabric I will be using for the pocket. Okay, so now you can see that everything that I have on the main fabric is what I have on this other black fabric here. I will just go ahead to measure to crochet it. You can see that I have 5 inches here, and for the length of this I have 1 inches for the length as well, meaning what I have on the main fabric is what I will also have here as well, and this other middle part is accurate with the main fabric. So now let's go into the sewing. So now the first step I will be doing here is to correspond these two marks together. You can see that this other mark does not pronounce in the other part, so we'll make sure we correspond these two together like this. So now how I will do is that I will just place it like this, putting one of my fingertip to ensure that the two chalk meeting each other. I will use one of my fingertip to hold it down like this, so that it will correspond to the down chalk. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. So guys, now I will just go ahead to bring out my pin so that the pin will help me out for this. So after placing my fingertip like this, I will make sure the two chalk correspond to each other like this. Then I will hold it together, then I will pin it down. Okay, I'll pin it down like this. Then I will make sure the other part like this. You can see I'm holding it with my finger, so that I'll make sure the two chalk correspond to each other. Then I'll go ahead to pin it. I will do the same to the other parts. Just watch me carefully and you will see what I'm trying to do here. I'll just place the chalk and my fingertip like this to ensure that the two chalk meeting each other. Okay, so I will just do the other one like so too. So guys, after pinning it down, you can see that they are corresponded now. So now you can see the two chalk you can see my fingertip there. I'm trying to make sure that the two are aligned properly. So now after that, I'll take it to my sewing machine now to run a stitch along the line like this. I will run a stitch like so. I'll take it to my sewing machine now and do that. So guys, you can see that I have stitched it down. So the two the two fabric are in one place now. So the next thing is to open up this line, the middle line here. I've already cut some pieces out so that I can able to slit. So now when slitting for this middle part, I will not slit to the end. I will make sure that I notch from, let me say, as from 5 inches. I will notch it. You can see that I'm doing a kind of a triangular shape here. So when I get to where the triangular shape is, I will just go straight to where the shock is. Okay, I will just go straight there. Just watch me carefully and you will understand what I'm trying to say here. So now I'm slitting it there. When I get to the triangular shape, I stop and I follow the line there. Okay, when you are doing this part, ensure that you did not open where you stitch. Okay, when you get to where you stitch, you stop. Okay, when you get to where you stitch at that part there, you stop. So I will do the same thing to this other side here. When I get to the triangular shape, I stop. Then I will follow the triangular shape and get to where my stitches end, and I will stop as well. Don't open where you stitch. Okay, this is a kind of you are how will I put here, kind of you are notching this the sides, you are notching it. Okay, so that it can align well. So now after doing that, I will just open take it inside like this. I will take the black fabric inside like this. You can see that how I am doing it. I will just place it inside like this, and this is how you will this is what you will have after placing, and this is the other side of it. So after doing it like so, I will just go ahead to iron it smoothly. Okay, so guys, this is me trying to iron this part so that it will come out very neat. Okay, I will just go ahead to iron it like so. You can see me, I'm ironing it, putting water so that it will relax well. So guys, after ironing, this is how it comes out. Okay, looking beautiful. So now the next step I will be doing, this is where the magic is now. So now the next step is to just hold the black fabric, then fold it like this, and ensure that the folding will be at this exact line here. It will not be above the line. Okay, so just ensure that is as accurate with this line here. Okay, so just take it line like this, and I will just go ahead to iron it so that it will come out neatly as well. This is me trying to iron this part here so that it will relax well. So guys, you can see that I've ironed it, and this is how it comes out very neat. So now the next step is to take it to my sewing machine to lock the edges. Okay, to secure the two edges. Okay, so now guys, what I will do is just to raise the black one like this. Okay, and I will toss stitch on this part here. You can see that that triangular shape is there, is that part that that notch part there, I will stitch it together so that it can hold together. Okay, I will just open it like this and stitch it, open the main fabric up like this, and I will stitch it at that part that I notched. Okay, hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say here. So after stitching that part, I will cut my rope. I will cut off the rope or the thread. I'll cut off the thread like this. Then do the same thing to the other side of this pocket. You can see that it's neat in this area. So now I will do the same thing to this other side. I will just go ahead to raise it up like this. Okay, you can see that I'm raising it. Then I will toss stitch that part where I notch, which is, you can see that there is a triangle shape there on the fabric. Is that part that you will just secure so that they will hold together. Okay, just go ahead to, don't sew in the main fabric. Okay, just sew it. Just look at me very well, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. So this is how it is. Then after top stitching, I will just go ahead to cut out my rope, my thread like this. Okay, so now I will flip my fabric to the other side. You can see that is a very neat work here. You can see how neat it is. Okay, so now that is that. So go back to the table now. So guys, you can see how it comes out after securing the both side with a stitch. So now the next thing we'll be doing here is to add my lining to it. Okay, so for the lining, I will just go ahead to measure what I have here. I will first of all measure it. After measuring, then I will use what I have to cut out my lining. So from the length of this, I have 7 inches. Okay, so I have 7 inches here. Then for the width, I have 6.5 inches. So I will use this measurement now to cut out the male lining. Okay, so guys, this is the lining. I've already cut it out with the measurement I have. Now the next step to do is to just place it like this. Then take it to my sewing machine now and sew these two together. Okay, I will make sure they are aligned very well like this. You can see. Then first of all, sew the edge and just sew it round like so. So guys, now I will go ahead to sew it, only these two together, removing the main fabric. Just ensure that the lining and the pocket, I will hold it together like this, run about 0.5 inches like so, and I will stitch it to the end. So after stitching the top part like this, I will go ahead to cut out my rope, so or my thread, sorry. So now the next step is to the next is to sew the side. So for the side here, at this part that I top stitched is where I will follow down. Okay, this part that I top stitched, I will follow it down. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. You follow that part you top stitched the other time. Okay, you just follow it there and you ensure that they are equal, and you go ahead to sew it like so. Just watch me carefully, you will understand. Just stitch at that part we stitched earlier. Just follow that line like so, and you stitch it carefully to the top like this. After stitching, you go ahead to cut off your thread like this. So you do the same thing to the other side. Okay, this is the down part. You just use half an inch to close the down part, and you close it, sew it like this. Half an inch, this is the down part. Okay, then after sewing, you cut it, you cut your rope like this. Okay, don't watch me, these are very simple tutorial. Okay, just watch me carefully, you will understand. So this is the other side. You also follow the part that we stitched earlier. Just follow that part like so, and you stitch it down. Okay, just stitch it down, follow that line there, and you stitch it down. Okay, so this is how it comes out. Just go ahead to trim off the excess out of it like this. I'll trim out the excess. After trimming out the excess, go ahead to weave the edges. If you have a weaving machine, inner weaving machine, just go ahead to weave it. So guys, that is it. I'll turn it over. This is how it comes out. So guys, this is how it comes out. You can see that it's very neat. Just place this is your pocket. In my next video, I will make a video on how to do a double wet pocket. Okay, if you find this video helpful, gives a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified on every video I will post in this channel. So guys, just go ahead to iron it and it will come out neatly and beautiful. Alright, bye. To see you again in my next video. Bye.